EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Desperados and the Carolina Panthers. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
At their own 49-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play. And in Austin,
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jameis to throw it. Buying time to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a first and 10 from the 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 23.
3 down, 3 down. Watch 10, watch 10. Come on, watch 10, watch 10. Now! Let's go!
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Go. Ready.
Now a run with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down 7 more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Alert 3, alert 3. Hey, high 7. And hit it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 15 now, Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45's the mic. Let's put him on the... Look at me. Zipper. Cut. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, here's Greer. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston. They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Winston. The left side completion to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
15 left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. Go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, lock it. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Shift.
A play fake. Now Greer to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 18 Gators. Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. 3 down. 3 down. Tommy. Hey, Echo. Echo. Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Jameis now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Eric Reed. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Move. Out. 3 down. Out. Fire.
Here's Greer now on 2nd down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Now.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hey, exit. Alert. 3 down. Go.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
3 down.
McCaffrey. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
On the ready. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. You got 3. 5. Ready to go. Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Greer going up top. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Mike 28. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go. Follow. Rush in.
Working out of the gun. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Black 45 behind. You can't block me. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 20. Here we go.
A carry for Foreman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It's just me and you.
1st down, Winston. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Greer. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. Hey, orbit. Right.
From the gun on third down, Greer. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes, right side. And he will have a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Like. Let's go.
Greer to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Alert. 3 down. He's crashing.
Hey. Hit it.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And some space here. Past the 20. A big play there from McCaffrey. 42 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Ready. 18 Gator. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run with Scarlett, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Scarlett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Third and long for Winston. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey!
You got three down.
Get it!
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You got three. Three down.
Yes, yes. Ready? Hey, Delta. Clear.
Throwing on second down. Greer taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, wahoo! And five.
A shotgun snap for Greer. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Greer now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go.
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read.
Heavy. Watch the backfield. 86 is on the go. 86. That's you. Man, that's trash. Check 37.
Ready?
Again, Greer. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Get ready.
Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Winston now. And he finds Howard complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Watch your slap. Back two, the Mike. Mike back two.
To throw, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Right here, right here. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Stay with your man.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he will take it in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into the